Title: My mom's phone lit up with a group chat called Inner Circle. I tapped it. $90,000 was being split between my sisters, and Mom wrote, "Don't tell Maya, she'll just complicate things." My mom's phone lit up on the kitchen counter, screen glowing in the dark. She'd fallen asleep on the couch, wine glass still half full. I only looked because it wouldn't stop buzzing. A group chat. Inner Circle. I shouldn't have opened it, but the preview said my name. Don't tell Maya, she'll just complicate things. Then another message from my sister, Ava. Split it evenly, $30K each? Mom replied with a thumbs up. The number made me blink. $90,000. That was my father's life insurance, the one we all agreed to put toward the family cabin, his last wish. Except apparently, I wasn't family enough. I remember the night we stood around his hospital bed. Me, Mom, Ava, and June, each of us promising we'd stay close, take care of one another. My mother held my hand so tightly my fingers went numb. "You're my rock," she said through tears. I believed her. After Dad died, I handled the paperwork, the estate, the funeral. Mom couldn't face it. My sisters said they were too emotional. So I did it all, quietly, dutifully, like the oldest daughter is supposed to. And they took that silence for weakness. When I saw those messages, I didn't cry. I just watched the phone screen dim, then fade to black. Something in me cooled. Not broke, cooled. That's when I decided to make them feel what I'd felt all my life, unseen until too late. The first thing I did was nothing. That's the hardest part, doing nothing, acting normal. I still called Mom every Sunday, still sent photos of the house I was fixing up, still asked about her garden, though I knew she lied about watering it. I needed her comfortable, predictable. I let months pass. Then I started to move. Quietly. Dad's lawyer, Mr. Keene, owed me a favor. I told him I was worried about Mom's finances, that she might be scammed. He gave me a soft look, the kind you give a daughter who still believes in family, and pulled the records for me. I saw everything. The check, the deposit, 3 separate transfers, one to Ava, one to June, and one to Mom's vacation account. Not a penny to me. I printed every document. Then I called Ava. "Hey, you still have that jewelry shop in Portland, right?" I asked casually. "Yeah, business is slow though." "I could help," I said. "Dad's insurance came through. I was thinking we could all invest together, like he wanted." She hesitated, then smiled through the phone. "That's actually a great idea." I could hear the greed in her voice. I set up the meeting, all 3 of them. A Sunday brunch at Mom's house, the same kitchen where I found the messages. I brought cinnamon rolls and a folder. We sat, laughed, reminisced. I let them talk. Mom said, "Your father would be so proud of how we've stayed close." I smiled at that, a small, tight smile. Then I slid the folder onto the table. "What's this?" June asked. "Just something I thought you should see before we move forward with any investments." They flipped through the papers, bank records, dates, transfers. I watched their faces drain color. Ava's voice cracked. "Maya, where did you get this?" "From the lawyer you all forgot I still talk to." Mom's hands trembled. "Honey, this isn't what it looks like." "It looks like $90,000, I said. "Split 3 ways, with a message telling each other not to tell me." Silence. June started to cry. Ava looked away. Mom tried to reach for my hand, but I pulled it back. Revenge, I've learned, isn't about rage, it's about control. I already had everything I needed to ruin them. But destruction is messy. Exposure is cleaner. So I played it slow. I told them I wasn't angry. I told them we could fix it quietly, together. I told them to give me power of attorney, just temporarily, so I could restructure the assets. They were desperate enough to agree. Within 2 weeks, I had full access to every account they'd used to hide Dad's money. Then I started the transfer. Every dollar, back into a trust under Dad's name. But this time, it had one beneficiary, me. I didn't even have to forge anything. They'd signed the rights over willingly. When I finished, I mailed them each a copy of the new trust, notarized and irreversible. I left a note inside each envelope. Don't tell Maya, she'll just complicate things. Mom called first. She was furious, then tearful, then begging. I let the phone ring. Ava sent 12 texts. June sent one. You've changed. Maybe I had. Or maybe I'd just stopped apologizing for being the one who saw everything and said nothing. 3 months later, Mom sold the house. Ava's business folded. June moved back home. They still have each other. That's their punishment. To sit in the wreckage they built and wonder how I stayed so calm through it all. At Dad's grave last week, I laid a single envelope on the headstone. Proof of the trust transfer, his signature on top. "Fair's fair," I whispered. The wind picked up. I could almost hear his laugh, soft and approving. People think revenge feels like fire. It doesn't. It feels like closing a door quietly behind you. Like peace. And when my phone lights up these days, I don't flinch. Because there's no more inner circle. There's just me, on the outside, where I finally belong.